Hello, in today's training video, we'll be going over tax law. More specifically, we'll be going over the 4 kinds of tax, how tax generates income for the government, and a few other selective key terms. Well, first of all, what are taxes?
Taxes is a source of funding through the government for different operations and programs, such as veteran benefits, infrastructure, Social Security, just to name a few.
Now that we have a basic understanding of what tax is, we will go now more in depth into what the 4 main types of tax are. First off, we have income. Second, property. And lastly, excise, or also known as sin tax.
What?
And to explain more about income tax, we have Senior Tax Associate Henry Powers here to explain this for us.
Okay, so for income tax is basically anything you make. So like your annual income, your monthly income, there's going to be a percentage that's taken off of it and given to the government. It goes to government spending and funding. So currently in the state of Pennsylvania, it's 3.07%. So if you're making $100,000, they're going to take $3,700 off of you, and they're going to use that towards funding government projects, veteran support, and other things like that.
Thank you, Henry. So now we're going to talk about income taxes. We'll be moving on to property. And here is another expert, Mr. Daniel Gittleman.
Thank you. All right, so there are many types of property tax. There's personal property, that is such things as housing, land, buildings, stores, whatever. You gotta pay certain tax on that. Then there's intangible items that move around, such as wedding rings, gifts, and other things that come around through life. And then there's intangible property, that is mortgages, checks, other things like that. But I think the PA, it is a 1.58% on tax, and all those things that I mentioned can be taxed under that in the U.S. tax code.
And next, we have sales tax. And Alex is here to talk to us about that.
Sales tax is the total amount of tax added on your purchase at the retail level. For example, the sales tax in Pennsylvania is 6%. So if I went to Walmart per se to buy a sweatshirt, I'd be taxed 6% of the final total of the item.
Thank you, Alex, for explaining what sales tax is. Next, we'll be having a sin tax expert come explain what that is.
Thank you, Julio. Sin taxes are taxes that are paid on alcoholic beverages, tobacco products, air travel, and gasoline. Oftentimes, companies have to pay tax to the IRS, or they fill out a form when they want to sell these products, or retailers also gave them. So, for example, gasoline companies will have to pay the government, and the government then will use this for infrastructure and stuff along the lines of that.
So with all these tax laws, there are also certain behaviors that the government likes to encourage and discourage. So for example, the sin tax is discouraging people from unhealthy habits and things like that. And then another thing is tax write-offs, where businesses can get refunds on their taxes. That promotes like innovation and new businesses. And yeah.